on the channel, we get digital and we find out about war and what it's good for with Superman, Our World's at War.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another DC Direct McFarlane Toys Digital unboxing and review. And today, Our World's at War with Superman. But for all your Superman needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up DJC Collectibles. Use discount code 8OFFDJC to save 8% off your entire order. We got to get a deal out there. We know how that one goes. We also know how this video is going to go, is we're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So let's kick it off with a little Superman here. Right off the bat, we've seen this Superman body quite a few times. I think we've seen it used with Batman too, a time or two. That big chunky body, not really my favorite era of Superman or favorite look for Superman, just a little bit too big for me. But you know, your mileage may vary. We always say that here on the channel. This could be somebody's Superman, but this is a Superman, no doubt, when I see it, but not necessarily Superman what I think of, especially those black trunks going on there. Definitely something different there. Superman, of course, McFarlane Toys. 22 points of articulation. That's more than me at this point. My back will never get better. It never will. It's broken. It's just, I'm like Batman and Bane. That's what it is. That's what I'm dealing with every day. It seems like DC Direct, of course, big Superman in the package there. Extra hands. He's got an eagle, like a young spirit from G.I. Joe is what he is right there. What else we got? 14 and up on this, Mark Summers. Mark Summers on the couch. Of course, yes, that Mark Summers from Double Dare and Family Double Dare. Sorry, yes, and we'll give you the credit in the other videos, too, for the other shows. But Superman looking good right here. Our World's at War, Superman. Digital code right down, QR code. You want to do any of that kind of stuff? I sure don't, but you might. Superman right there looking interesting on the back. Definitely a different take on Superman, but still iconic in its own way. Still special in its own way, of course. Oh, come on. There we go. Tom McFarlane coming in hot. See you later. Goodbye. Can we get the cards out? Can we get the stand out? Can we get the fun out? There we get them. Oh, there it is. See you later. Whoa. Goodbye. DC McFarlane Stand Digital Edition. Seen it before. We'll see it again. Always confusing. Why not just give us a regular stand? I don't think anybody's going to complain. Is what it is, I guess. Get this out of here. Out of here. Be gone. See you later. We do get a card. We also get that digital card. You get it like a lottery ticket. You scan it. I did it, and actually they sent me a code for like half off this set. So there is deals to be had. So I would save that if that is your thing. Superman, real name Kal-El, Clark Kent. The Man of Steel is not impervious to harm. He is weakened. I thought he said he was a weekend warrior for a second. Everybody's working on for the weekend like a young lover boy. He is weakened and will eventually die if exposed to kryptonite, radioactive remnants of his old homeworld. He has no defense against magic, and his mind will succumb to sufficient psychic assault. But his real vulnerability is his dependence on yellow solar radiation. Deprived of it, he becomes a mere mortal. Okay, sure, why not? So a little bit of gibber, a little bit of jabber right there. Nothing really new, no new ground broken for him. But there he is in the plastic prison, looking extra interesting here. We got to free him. We got to free him from this prison. The prison of his mind. Who knows? We'll see. But we do get the eagle here going on. We get these hands out. Uh-oh. We got that Cambodian cannibal tape going on. Oh, man. I saw like a viral video. Is that what the kids would call it this day? A viral video the other day where you put like, you know, say your wife's in the bathroom and the door's shut. And then you get some tape or some saran wrap and you put it over the door right there. And then she comes out and she walks right through that. I feel like I need to do that to my family. I think I'm going to go one by one, go down the list, get all three of them with that trick. I think it'll be a great time for me, I'm sure. Or I'll be in the doghouse that night if I do it all three at the same day. So maybe I should space it out a couple of weeks. We'll see what happens. More to come on that on the channel maybe. Maybe I'll film it. I'm sure they would love that. See you later. Goodbye. All right, we got twist ties. Going to save those for the big pool at the end of the year. But here we are. We got Superman out of the package. We'll dive into that in a second. He's got two Fists of Fury. You know how we do. We're going to start with the accessories. Two Fists of Fury out of the package. two wrestling hands. He's like Matt Classic. Shout out to Colt Cabana. He's ready to go. He's ready to grapple. He's got those hands going on. Some may say the maniacal hands as well. So he's got those going there. We do get a little bird, a bird of a feather. They flock together. We do get the eagle coming in here. Very similar to the Bronze Edition San Diego Comic-Con 2024 exclusive. That one, though, had the hand attached to it. This does not, thankfully. So it's just a straight-up separate eagle. So if you want to use this with Spirit over there in G.I. Joe, you want to give this to old John Cena, the old Peacemaker, have a little eagle-y going on here. But it is an eagle, which always represents, of course, the United States, freedom, all that kind of stuff. Kind of represents it with here. No articulation on here, but it is a nice little eagle toy. If you want to use with other toy lines, you easily could do that. But now we're going to dive into Superman himself. We're going to do some super things right here is what we're going to do. But like I said, I feel like we've been here before. A very similar feeling Superman in the past. A little different in the head, a big old jacked up face there. It looks like a steroid version of Superman is what it looks like. Puffed up face going on here, got the little dimple in the chin. Got a little bit of curl in the hair, a little spiky in the black. Big old caterpillars for eyebrows on this Superman here. You got that going on, very interesting, but I think you could guess this is Superman, maybe not the most iconic version, but you see this head, you're like, okay, it's Superman, I get it. I'll play along. You do got Superman cape with the black S logo on the back for Superman, of course. Looks a little bit different. Same thing with the front one. You got a little bit of black inside there. Looks similar, but definitely looks different. Dark blue in the costume throughout. Red in the boots here. You got the yellow belt going on and the black tights. Once again, the black trunks, I should say, on here. Always weird to me. This looks a little bit strange. This looks different. It's like you know what you're looking at, but you just like, something's amiss. And then you say, okay, these trunks. Okay, the head. That's kind of how this one feels to me. Now, I am not familiar with this story, as you can imagine. I don't know about this world story. You guys can feel free to fill me in if you want to. Would have been nice for the card to fill me in, Todd McFarlane for the couch, but beggars can't be choosers at this point. But an interesting Superman, no doubt. Now, articulation, you get some butterfly shoulders, arms all the way around. No bicep cut. Single jointed on elbows on this beefy elbows right here. Hands removable back and forth, side to side. Head back and forth, side to side. Waist back and forth, side to side. Big old Superman splits if he needs them. Legs do go up. Double jointed knees, very beefy. Of course, pins throughout. Oh, we love pins, Todd. Ankles back and forth, side to side, up and down. And then you got the toe articulation. Running wild, running fast, running free like a young Rio. Yes, Rio, we're missing her on the shelves. Still a few stores for me, but not as many as there once was. But Superman, he's ready to join the party. He's ready to join the fight. I don't know. Far from the most iconic Superman. Far from my favorite Superman in the McFarlane Toys line. Just kind of a Superman that's just there for me. I don't know about you. Sound off in the comments below. But I think the last time we got this one was from the DC Classics line. I think that's what we're holding right here. And strangely enough, that one came with Crypto the dog. So we're getting dogs, we're getting eagles. Superman's starting his own zoo fairly soon, I guess. But we got a very similar Superman right here. Different head, different colors, but we got to get the most out of our molds. We know how that goes with Todd McFarlane on the couch every single day and twice on Sunday. That's the way he does these things. We've seen the Superman body quite a few times, and I wouldn't be shocked, if we see this again in the future. Just not my Superman body. It's just cool for what it is, I guess, if you like a jacked up, beefier Superman. But when I think of Superman, I'm a little bit more slender. That's kind of what I think of. More of the Christopher Reeve era of Superman is what I do think of. So your mileage may vary. It all depends where you are. Who knows? You may go back to the early incarnations of Superman. You might go back to Superman comic number 1. Maybe that's your version of Superman. And nobody's right, nobody's wrong. It's just the way it is. But here's a different version if you did need it. So there it is, Superman McFarlane Digital Edition. What are your guys' thoughts on this one? Are you here for that? You passing? You looking for this one in your collection? You still not sure? You're scratching your head what this Eagle business is all about? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I should mention, no spot to really store the Eagle on him. That's a little bit disappointing. I guess you can try to squeeze it between the fingers, I guess, what you're going to have to do. So it's the only way you're going to get that eagle to stand on Superman. If you pry it between his fingers, it looks like there. So that's a little interesting as well. But let me know your thoughts, once again, in the comments down below. You made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day, and then some. We got even more content for you, of course, over on Patreon. Patreon, the best way to support the channel. Plenty of content over there. Don't need to tell you guys that. Check out the link in the description down below. ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. Don't forget social media. SirPaul64 on the X. The _Kyle_Peterson on Threads. And on Instagram. So for Superman Digital, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.